স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করে দিন।
I think we are in live.
Okay.
All right. So, good evening, everyone. Whoever watching this education talk show with Toronto School of Management, Canada. I'm Proshun, the CEO and founder of Pro Consultant, a station in Dhaka. We have been in this business in last 1 decade, 10.5 years or something like that. We are trying to facilitating Bangladeshi potential students to have their preferable educational destination all over the globe. Under the corona pandemic circumstances, as a part of our educational campaign, today we have a special guest from business from Toronto School of Management from Canada. Gentleman's name is Mr. Sujan. He is presently the business development manager for the STEAM institutions. He is gonna tell us a lot about the university's educational programs they are offering, the tuition fees, the academic result a student need to be there, English language proficiency, the job facilities, the co-op programs, and the variety of programs they are offering actually. So once again, I would like to give a big thanks to Mr. Sujan for being with us. It's our privilege that the gentleman is here and giving us his valuable time to us. Hi, Mr. Sujan, how are you, sir, today?
Hello, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. So I think it's your part at this moment. You can explain details about your institution. I think if you just shortly introduce yourself, who you are and what you are doing for the institution, and then straight away you can start your presentation, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Sujan Das. I'm regional manager for Toronto School of Management for South Asia. So today, basically, I would like to discuss about the benefit of studying at Toronto School of Management, admission requirement, and other facilities. And thank you very much, Mr. Proshun, CEO ProInfo, to give me this opportunities to introduce our college with your prestigious consultancy firm in Bangladesh. So should I go now, right?
The presentation is over there for you.
Okay. Thank you. So Toronto School of Management is basically located based in Toronto. So today, this is the overview I'll talk about. Why Canada, why Toronto, about TSOM, why I studied TSOM, accreditation, membership and designation, student diversity, career services, co-op partner and students, English school partners, our programs, application requirement and process, study permit and visa, accommodation, and finally, you will have time to ask me the questions if you have any. Then I'll get back to you accordingly. So Toronto and Canada. So 95% of international students recommend Canada as a study destination, and 51% of international students plan to apply for permanent residence in Canada after completing their study. And Canada is a choice destination for talented people from abroad and the world who studying, conducting research and potential migrating. And Canada has many natural strengths such as strong economic foundation, safe environment, and ever-growing multicultural population. And Toronto is a Canada's financial and business capital, rated as one of the top 4 global cities with economic clout and has the strong job growth in Canada. And Toronto is consistently ranked as one of the world's most livable cities in the home to diverse population around the 2.8 million people, with the third largest percentage of immigration in one city. The city is extremely multicultural, creating a diverse environment and leading a wide variety of arts, culture, and sporting events. So basically, this is about TSOM. So what is TSOM? Toronto School of Management is a private career college offering a broad range of industry-relevant programming in business, hospitality, tourism, data analytics, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and accounting. And our main mandate is to provide the comprehensive and balanced mix of program and services that support the success of our students in the work and life. And our vibrant Toronto campus located in the heart of downtown Toronto, Canada's business and cultural hub. For study tourism, so our location is unbeatable, as I mentioned you earlier. So we are located in downtown Toronto campus with easy access to transport and the business. And many of our programs are powered by renowned industry learning partners such as Amazon, Chevelu, Hospitality, QuickBooks, Compite, digital marketing institution, Trade, giving our student as a comprehensive edge. And we provide the guaranteed co-placement in the field of study student they have completed. And we have a strong network with 100 plus co-op partners around the Toronto. And we have a diverse student body from 80 countries. Our faculty is highly qualified with industry relevant experience. This is our campus. This is a beautiful campus, that we have owned near the downtown in Toronto. It's a five-story building, 35,000 square feet of space. There are 23 classroom and auditorium, three computer labs. Majority of classrooms are on floor 3, 4, and 5. The first floor has student lounge and student run system cafe, kitchen, and the classroom. Accreditation, membership, and designation. The TISOM is a private career college operating in Ontario, and all our programs are approved by the Ministry of Advanced Education and Skill Development. TISOM is a designated learning institution. We have a DLI. Our DLI number is 0131394510557. And we also have a ACCA ALP Gold Provider partnership with Licensed Computer Aided Examination Center, ACCA Global Body. And we are the only ACCA provider in North America. And we are the member of Career College Ontario, CCO, member of National Association of Career College, NSCC. Student diversity. So we have a student from 80 countries around the world. This is the student diversity. And number 7 largest, that student we get from Bangladesh, which is really good news for Bangladeshi student. The career services. We have that big the team who working to support you as a you career guide. So they will help you in terms of getting the job, getting the application. I mean the making the CV, making the good LinkedIn profile to help you get the the good job in the near future, and also they will help you to get the part-time job and many things. The sum of our co-op partners. So we have 100 plus co-op partner, as I mentioned you earlier. So there is some of the co-op partner we work with. And our program, so our program is basically business, hospitality, tourism, big data, IT, and accounting. So this is the business program. So business, we have a two program, Diploma in Business Administration and Diploma in Business Management co-op program. Co-op means is paid internship. So you know that whenever a student study return to School of Management, final one semester they will get the opportunity to get the real life experience in the field of their study, which is called co-op and completely paid internship. And this is so the 1 year program is 24 weeks. Student needs to do the class, and another 24 weeks student will get the co-op options to get the real life experience. And we have a flexible start date: January, March, May, July, September, and November. So wherever students are ready to apply at the Canada, so they can apply anytime whenever they have ready their hours and other that academic qualification with them. Tuition fees. If I talk about the tuition fees, our tuition fees is for 1 year program 12,495 Canadian dollar. So for Bangladeshi student, we have a flat scholarship right now, which is 20%. It comes down to 9,000 Canadian dollar for 1 year program. Diploma in Business Management Co-op. This is 2 years program. It's same like the previous one, but tuition fees is 20,000 Canadian dollar for whole 2 years. As we offered the flat scholarship for Bangladeshi student 20%, so it comes down to 14,500 Canadian dollar after getting 20% scholarship. Now, just to note that whoever is that meet their academic requirement, I mean the entry requirement to Toronto School of Management, everyone will get the 20% flat scholarship. So after scholarship, it comes down to 14,500 Canadian dollar. Can you imagine? In Toronto, you will get 2 years study with only 14,500 Canadian dollar, almost free education in Canada. In the meantime, you will get the 6-month co-op, which will completely paid. So yeah. So hospitality and tourism. So we have a two program in hospitality and tourism as like the previous and business one. One is 1 year program, another one is 2 year program. 1 year program is called Diploma in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Another one program is called Advanced Diploma in Hospitality and Tourism Management. So the difference is just a duration, 1 year and 2 year program. Same as studied the previous one, we have a six intake in a year. So whenever students are ready to apply at Toronto School of Management, they can apply. So they don't need to wait for the another intake like 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months. Maximum Canadian institution offer three intake in a year: January, May, and September. So students need to wait for their start date. But as we offer the multiple intake in a year, so whenever the student is ready to go, they can apply at Toronto School of Management. Data, and we have another program for that business graduate, which is really demandable subject in Canada. It's called Diploma in Data Analytics. It's a 1 year program. So student needs to do 6 months in class. Another 3 months they will get the co-op facilities to get real life experience in the field of their in the coursework, related study. So we have because of this, due to the that high demand of this subject, we offer three intake in a year: one January, one May, another one is September. So tuition fees is 12,495 Canadian dollar. But with this subject, we will giving scholarship 1,495 Canadian dollar. After scholarship, it comes down to 11,000 and 11,000 Canadian dollar. And I can give you the one good news for Bangladeshi students. For those students who had applied previously to Toronto School of Management in data analytics, so far our visa ratio is still now 100%. No one was refused for those subjects who apply for the data analytics. And another subject is called Diploma in Cybersecurity. I'll come to this subject as well. This one. So we have two subjects. So far, we have a 100% visa ratio from Bangladesh. One is Diploma in Data Analytics, another one is Diploma in Cybersecurity. Because you know that in Canada, they always give the priority to the shortage labor subject in the field of. So they have that highly shortage labor in the field of the cybersecurity and data analytics. So those students who would like to that establish who would like to establish their career at Toronto and even in Canada, I would like to suggest them, please do not delay to apply at Toronto School of Management for those subjects who is that highly demand in Canada, like cybersecurity and data analytics, as we don't have any refusal at all for those subjects. An accounting program, we are the only ACCA provider in North America. There is no second who provide the ACCA in Canada. As you know that ACCA is the British degree. So if somebody has completed 9 papers of ACCA, they will get the examination. I mean that bachelor certificate from University of Oxford books in that from UK. And after completing 9 subjects, we have a pathway program with University of Canada West. Then they need to do one more year in Canada West, so they will get the MBA in accounting from University of Canada West. And after that, they can apply for PGWF, which is called post graduation work permit in Canada, which is leading to the that further studying at Canada after completing their study. So you know that to complete the 9 paper, it takes maximum 2 years, and another 1 year if you spend to the University of Canada to complete your MBA. So within 3 years, you will get the two degree. One is bachelor degree, another one is master's degree. Two international qualification within 3 years. This is the real beauty of this program. You will not find any program around the globe within 3 years after completing your tour that you will get complete your bachelor and masters. So this is which is real beauty of this program. If anybody would like to apply for studying accounting or SCCA in Canada, please don't delay. Apply the Toronto School of Management via ProInfo. So this is the SCCA qualification. So admission requirement. Our admission requirement is pretty simple. Student needs to apply by submitting their application form. Once they have submitting their application form, we have one internal test called Wonderlic test, which is takes 8 minute times. You will have 30 multiple questions. In the meantime, within 8 minute time, you have to answer 15 right. The 15 right answer. Then you will offer you the offer letter for admission at Toronto School of Management. Our requirement is 6, no band less than 5.5 in any band. So this is the Wonderlic test, what I talked about before. And this is the application process, and also the payment process. So payment, you can that pay your tuition fee by pay my tuition, credit card, debit card, or transfer or money order. So we have a many platform via you can make deposit your tuition fees to Toronto School of Management. The proof of English, permit and visa. So that if anybody has any question regarding Canada study permit and visa, please contact to Pro Info as they have that the uh, special expert team to assist you how to lodge your visa application, and also the what documents you require to get the visa accordingly. So they will take care of your visa application and study permit application. Off-campus work permit. So our student can work 20 hours a week during their study and full-time schedule break, which is really important. In Canada, many institutions offer the work permit, but student never knows which is off-campus or on-campus. Off-campus means whenever you get chance to work 20 hours during study, you cannot work outside the campus. You have to work inside the campus. So Toronto School of Management offer off-campus work permit. Wherever you want work, you can work. That as we offer the off-campus work permit, which is really that vital to know the international student. This is the key visa consideration, academic criteria, financial criteria. Um, Accommodation. So we have our own accommodation. Those students who would like to stay our, the system accommodation, they can get the accommodation from Toronto School of Management, which is 5 minute walking distance from our campus. Thank you very much. Proshunda, it's about to you, please. If you have any question, you can carry on or go ahead, please.
All right. We've got almost all the basic information from the short details of the institution's presentation here. As you mentioned that the two years program, you said, right, that it's 14,000 Canadian dollar after
Correct.
how it is a cheaper
There
price or
is
costing.
there is another good news. So let me introduce our program structure first. Okay. So those students who would like to study Toronto School of Management for like 1 year program and 2 year program, many of you ask you, so what we will do after completing 1 year and 2 year? You will get a lot of questions regarding this. So let me clear it. So we have a pathway program with University of Canada West and University of York Valley. So after completing 1 year program, they can join to the directly to the one of those universities who have partnership like York Valley or Canada West. If they would like to stay in Toronto, they can go to the York Valley University. If they would like to go to Canada West, they have to go to the other cities called Vancouver. So our 1 year tuition, which is 9,000 Canadian dollar. If you have completed 1 year with Toronto School of Management, you can join second year from any of this university that we have a partnership with. So the thing is, university tuition fees is per year is like more than 19,000 Canadian dollar. Canada was 22,000 if I'm not wrong, and Yugbel is 19,000 Canadian dollar. But if you pay to the 9,000 Canadian dollar to the fee sum to complete your 1 year program, is the same value you can carry with the university one. So why you spend 19,000 or 22,000 Canadian dollar instead of 9,000 Canadian dollar, with same value degree you will get from the Toronto School of Management. You understand what I mean? So
Yeah,
which is really that good options or good opportunities for international student to studying at Toronto School of Management. And 2 years program, if you talk about our tuition fees is 14,500 Canadian dollar after scholarship. And then student can join from third year from any of this university. If they want to study Toronto, they can join at Yorkville University. If they would like to study in Vancouver, they can go to the University of Canada West. So within 2 years, they can spend 14,000 Canadian dollar from third year they can straight away to join. I mean, one of those university with same value. So instead of 40,000 Canadian dollar, they can get the same qualification with 14,000. Where is 40,000? Where is 14,000? The same qualification. End of the day, you'll get the two degree, one from Toronto School of Management diploma degree, and another and final bachelor degree you'll get from university. You understand what I mean? So why they need to spend 40,000 Canadian dollar instead of 40? I mean the 14,000 Canadian dollar. So they can save a lot. And in the meantime, student will get the 6 month co-op, which is completely free. So this is the the benefit of studying at Toronto School of Management.
Yeah, it's a competitive advantage student can get if study in the college in comparison to the other universities around the different part of Canada. So in terms of costing, student can get competitive aids than other universities. You mentioned the co-op facilities for the diploma programs you have been offering. So could you tell a bit in details to explain this terminology co-op facility for the students, uh,
Okay.
please?
So this is good questions. You know that we have a co-op option for our almost our every single program. For those students who would like to study 1 year program with Toronto School of Management, they will get 6 month co-op. Co-op means, as I mentioned you earlier, it's paid internship. So in the meantime, student will get the full payment as a full-time employer. You know that. So within 6 months, they can make minimum 12,000 Canadian dollar from their co-op, and ultimately their tuition fee is only 9,000 Canadian dollar. So if you compare to their income and their tuition fee, they can save 3,000 from their co-op. Forget about their full time. Forget about their part time. So for those students, I that highly recommended to uh, that for those students who would like to study at Toronto School of Management, who are from middle class family, as you know, from South Asia, or maximum student that go study from the middle class family. So their financial ability, that everyone have faced, that obstacle to meet their tuition fees. So as we have a low tuition fees, also as we offer in the co-op program, so I would like to request, please, if you apply any colleges, any institution in Canada, go through the TISM website, do some study. So if you are able to, that manage that much tuition fees to study at Toronto School of Management, please go through. I don't want to. I have as I being an international student, I have experience. So whenever a student have a like good academic qualification, good IELTS, they are dreaming. Okay, this is the private career college. Why I should go to the college? I would like to go to the university. But thing is, reality is different. Once they reach there, okay, their parents is very much able to manage 1 year or one semester tuition fee to send them, that at the beginning. But after 6 months, if whenever they need to submit their second year tuition fees, is quite tough. They cannot sleep properly at night. How they will manage tuition fees, and how they will sit for exam. If they will not able to manage their tuition fees, if they will not able to manage their institutional costs, institution will not let them to sit the exam or any other facilities. So what they're doing in the meantime, they're getting the dropout. The thing is that wherever you are going, you have to make the proper plan pass. That is my plan, and that is I have to done it. This is my goal. I have to reach it. So for reaching your goal, you have to be very calculative, very calculative. So otherwise, that big digester waiting for international student, because they are not the calculative. They don't think properly. They are taking decision emotionally. The end of that, what they need to do, they need to complete their degree, right? So if anybody have that minimum budget to study at Canada, I would like to recommend them apply Toronto School of Management. 2 years program you have to complete at Toronto School of Management with 14,500 Canadian dollar, which is equivalent to how much? Almost 8 lakh PG for 2 years. In the meantime, they can do work part time during their class, and also they can do work full time whenever they get the break, Christmas vacation, summer vacation. Every year they will get 3 months full time work opportunities, as they will get the break, full time break. So with 2 years, they will get the 6 months time to get the full time work, and also 6 months they will get the full paid internship. So almost 1 year they can make the money, and rest of 1 year they are study. but they will get the 2 years qualification. And finally, what they can do, they can, that very comfortably join to the university. Any other university in Canada, they can join. But we have a two university with co-op, sorry, with partnership. So if they would like to join our partner university, we will arrange for them. But if they would like to go to the any other Canadian university, they also can do that. As we have the DLL listed university in Canada, and also with the approved partner in Canada.
Is you mentioned the two universities you have are Canada West in Vancouver and the Yorkville University, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
So
So,
can you share my screen, please? So I'll give you short introducing about a pathway program, so they can get the clear.
all right. So, I would like to ask you a question regarding the English medium students. What's criteria in terms of results for O level, A level students to get entry into
For,
your
for O level
institution?
student, we need minimum 8 subjects. So minimum eight
Eight
subject,
subject.
and yes, and they can have maximum one subject, one E and one D. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and yes,
And I'll say
and
as well, right?
yes, and for A level, they should have complete their A's and A2. You'll get a lot of students who would like to apply for A's, but we are not, that able to accept them with only A's. They have to complete A2 as well with 2 subject minimum.
Okay. So, if a student get 8 subjects from O level with successful result, having you said one A and one B or something like that.
With 8 subject, they can have maximum one D and one E, the lower one, one E and one D.
Oh, one E and D. I see.
Yes.
I
You
got it.
understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I got it. Yep. So that's the opportunity for English medium schools to be over there. And you said the part-time facilities. You have the on-campus as well as the off-campus as well. So student, if you're a student study want to work outside of the campus, they can do it. So college
Right.
has the permission. And in terms of geographical positioning of the institution, could you tell me where is it situated for the parents, and how it is situated within the
As
city?
okay, good question. As I mentioned you earlier, Toronto School of Management located in heart of downtown in Toronto City. So which is takes 5 minute walking distance from CN Tower, so one of the beautiful tower and highest tallest building in Toronto. It's 5 minute walking distance from CN Tower and 5 minute walking distance from the metro station. So our location is unbeatable, which is
All right.
help to student to get the part-time job and the other facilities around.
In your presentation, you mentioned that you having 80 nationalities at this moment into your campuses. So how
Right.
many campuses you have actually
Now we have one campus only, it's based in Toronto, and
at this moment?
we have yes, at the moment we have another campuses in Montreal, but we are not recruiting yet. Start, so hopefully from next semester we will getting start recruiting from the for other
Uh,
campuses,
uh,
for the
all right.
Montreal one.
So what about the Bangladeshi communities, the students who have been working? What you gonna tell us about the Bangladeshi communities? Are they doing good, or
They are
how
doing
they
very
feel about?
good. They are doing very good, as I mentioned on my presentation. So number seven, the highest number student at 20 School of Management from Bangladesh. So this is really good news for Bangladeshi student to that share their experience, to share their culture and the many other things.
That's a good community involvement. So if
Yes.
students from Bangladesh go over there even alone without having any friends over there, automatically they will get a greater Bangladeshi community over there to involve themselves. So
Right.
meeting with them and in terms of socialization,
A lot of things.
friends, so
Yes.
they will get it automatically
Yes.
from there. So,
Yes.
what are the intakes you avail throughout the year for the students for the
Uh,
diploma
as,
program?
as I mentioned, apart from few subjects, diploma in data analytics and diploma in cybersecurity, we have a multiple intakes in a year. Every 2 months we have intakes. So we have a 6 intake in a year, apart from two subjects. For data analytics and cybersecurity, we have a 3 intake: January, May, and September. And for any other subject, we have a 6 intake. Every 2 months we have intake.
I see. So there is a availability of intakes
Yeah.
to if someone choose the institution. Um, Toronto School of Management, as we said, that you have many programs you're offering. It's a very innovative colleges. I mean, offering you from business, hospitality and tourism, uh, data analysis, cybersecurity, accounting related programs. So,
Okay.
what are the most what I say, the
Our most,
favorite, most
favorite
favorite
program
programs, most,
and
yeah,
most,
most favorite
yes.
programs from Bangladeshi students
Okay, so
as
our
of
most
now.
favorite, okay, as of now, our most favorite program from our student is Diploma in Business Management co-op program. I'm the pathway one, so leading to the bachelor. And also nowadays we have another couple of the favorite program from our student, Diploma in Data Analytics and Diploma in Cyber Security. So those are really that highly
Okay,
demandable subjects in Canada.
could you tell me, like, if a student finish this diploma program over there, the two subjects you say, data analysis and cybersecurity, uh, what is the prospect for Bangladeshi students
Uh,
uh, completing the
uh,
program?
Okay, it's a good question. So we have a, that I told you earlier that which is that shortest labor skill subject in Canada. So this subject, after completing their 1 year degree, if they want to do their further study to others university, they can join to that according to their previous background. If they has completed their bachelor from home country, they can after completing 1 year they can join to the masters. If they has if someone has completed year 12, I mean the HSC or A level from home countries, they can complete after 1 year. They can join second year from any Canadian university to complete their bachelor.
I see. So that's a good things. And um, could you tell me, like, if a student get admission at this moment under the pandemic situation, what's your suggestion? I mean, if a student get admission and get the visa, or then what to do if they cannot fly for any reasons, because
Okay,
we belong to global politics. So maybe uh, because of our situation, some countries may not be able to fly over there. But can they start education online over there?
definitely. I would like to request everyone, those who have a plan to study abroad, especially Canada. So please don't waste your time. You can apply through online. You will get 90 days time to submit your, the biometric or the fingerprint to the BFS. As everyone is know, as of now, that BFS is closed, remain now. So once they have opened, you can submit your biometrics and also the other things within. You will get 90 days time. In the meantime, after submitting your that necessary things accordingly, if you get the visa, if you will not get the chance to fly Canada, you will get to join online classes from home countries. So at least you will get 3 months or 6 months ahead instead of spoil your time, so, or wasting your time. And we have a good news, Pochunda, for you today.
Yeah.
The good news is, for due to the pandemic situation, as I mentioned you, our 1 year tuition fees is 9,000 Canadian dollar. For those students who would like to, that complete their admission or made, the deposit by the end of the July, I can give them special scholarship, which is only 5,000 Canadian dollar for one year program. And for those students who would like to go 2 years program, Diploma in Business Management, our current tuition fees is 14,500 Canadian dollar currently. I can give them 50% scholarship. So it's come down to only 7,500 Canadian dollar for whole 2 years to study in Toronto School of Management, which is almost free education.
It is. It is. It's a very great opportunity and the offer for the students. I mean, those who have been
Yes.
watching the show, they can consider this special schemes of tuition fees deduction from the
Yes.
college management. So
And
you
can I
can
add
think
one
of.
thing, please? Yes, one
Sure,
more thing. So,
sure.
student can ask you if we are completing, that our admission proceed by end of the July, as our deadline is end of the July. So, they can carry on their scholarship until 2020 September intake, 2021 September intake, next year September intake. So they don't need to worry about it. If they will complete their study, I mean, admission proceed. In the meantime, they can carry on their scholarship until next year, September intake. Anytime they can join, anytime with this scholarship they can carry on.
So you're offering the maximum facilities for Bangladeshi students. If they want to start
Right.
education with your institution, they're gonna get the privilege, not only the upcoming intake, in case they can't join or whatever the reasons from their end, student end, or the bilateral policy by two governments, student can avail this opportunity in the coming times as well. So, and finally, I would like to ask a question. Actually, it's regarding the English language proficiency issue. That presently students are almost unable to sit for the English language proficiency test like IELTS. So, are
Okay.
accepting Duolingo test at this moment as an alternative of IELTS, or what's your plan?
Yes, we do accept the Duolingo, but our minimum score is 100. Duolingo acceptance score.
So it's a good quality student, definitely. To getting 100, you have to be a good
Yes.
student. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
good standard from English language proficiency. So thank you very much indeed, Mr. Sujan, to be with us. It's your great privilege that you give in your valuable time with ProInfo Edu Consultant, and we will try to afford our task to recruit some good number of students in coming days, and we all together expecting a quick recovery of the pandemic from the globe, and that's basically the end of the education talk show with Toronto School of Management with ProInfo Edu Consultant. I am Proshun, and thank you once again, everybody, those who have been watching this show. You are most welcome to your company. You can see the scrolling button down. Our company email ID is over there. On top, you can find the email ID as well. And the website is here. There's phone number as well. So you feel free to contact us. The prescribed number we given. And Mr. Sujan Dash, once again, thank you so much to joining us tonight. And the floor is yours. If you want to say any final words to the audience of the Bangladeshi student parents, those who have been watching the show.
So I'd like to request all Bangladeshi students who would like to study at Canada, study in Canada, and they made a plan to study at Toronto School of Management. Please don't waste your time. Apply straight away via ProInfo as their official partner. And I'd like to give special thanks to Mr. Proshun to give these opportunities. That explaining about Toronto School of Management to you. I mean, the prestigious education consultancy firm based in Bangladesh. And once again, I'd like to give thanks to everyone who are watching this show, and stay safe and stay home.
I just expect take 1 minute that I would like to give you special thanks to you for a special consideration for Bangladeshi students under this pandemic, that you 50% scholarships after the scholarship, because you already deducted some fees, taking down to 14,500, and then again you're offering 50,000 scholarship. So it's a
Right.
great privilege for Bangladeshi students. They
Yes.
should capitalize it. They should
Yes.
capitalize it, and I will promote these things to the prospective students.
Thank you very
For
much.
you, gentlemen. For you, gentlemen, thank you very much. That's the end of the show tonight. And once again, thank you, everybody. So that's it. Hopefully, we'll meet again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, everybody. Thanks.